Welcome. These days, one of the most difficult jobs facing CEOs, MDs and the chair of the board is deciding and knowing how to remove an underachieving, underperforming or even disruptive outside director, and to do it correctly without causing unusual upset. Now, the director in person may be quite a nice person who is faded physically or mentally, maybe someone who has not kept up with the growth and complexity of the organisation, or simply turned out to be a bad appointment. But it doesn't make sense to put up with a board member who doesn't do their homework, doesn't ask the hard and difficult questions, accepts the easy answers, and who hasn't kept up with the changing world of technology, globalization and corporate governance. Coming up are 4 typical removal methods that have usually met with varying degrees of success. These 4 are age limit, ask to not restand, reorganize and director evaluation. Let's look at each of them. Number 1. Set an age limit for directors and wait until the problem director reaches it. However, this avoids the issue and it could take many years to achieve. Number 2. Ask to not stand for re-election. After checking with the majority of the board, meet with the director or ask a senior director to do so and ask him or her not to restand for a re-election. Now, unfortunately, many CEOs, MDs can't or won't do this, and most other directors are loath to take on the assignment. So more often than not, hurt feelings and hostility results from this approach. However, it does work best when there's a strong and secure CEO or chairman. The third method is to establish a project to review and reappraise the fundamental makeup of the board. To do this, decide upon the ideal blend of talents and expertise, perhaps of committee service or board meeting procedures. Appoint a committee on the board to review the material and to recommend the changes. Now, during the process, find a way to reorganize an unwanted director out of existence by reducing the number of directors or changing committee needs. There will still be some hostility, but the removal can be wrapped up in a restructuring reason. One of the best ways to accomplish the reappraisal process is by using an outside consultant who, after a full briefing, can hold interviews with each individual director. Method 4 is to have the directors evaluate each other's performance and do this perhaps with anonymous ratings. Then use the negative findings to force a resignation. A formal process of performance assessment of individual directors is an idea of current thinking. So, the climate is right to improve the overall quality of board members. Sometimes institutional investors or stakeholders will insist that boards are upgraded. And a fair warning to you as chairman, MD or CEO, if you don't weed out the underachievers on your board, you may be the unwanted who gets fired. Thanks for watching.